I don't feel so good, MCU sisters. It looks like the feminizing of Marvel is going to be taking a much bigger toll on the company than we even thought before. I've got some pretty new information that a lot of people have not seen yet. It actually comes from a job posting that shows that there's going to be huge ramifications for what they're doing here. This is going to be the Agatha all along. Is the new Disney Plus show spinning out of the WandaVision show, and a character nobody wanted, a character nobody asked for, another bastardization of a character who was actually great in the comics and very different. But the MCU rolls along. I don't know how long these projects are going to keep going. I mean, we know that Bob Iger has mentioned over at Disney that they're going to be slowing down this, like doing maybe one series and one movie a year, because they think it's about over market saturation. They still haven't admitted that it's just about their bad content and trying to make a genre, superheroes, appeal to like a, I don't know, Zoomer girl demographic or Wynant demographic. I don't even know what demographic they're going for. It doesn't make sense. Rather than appeal to men as an action genre. It's stupid. And that's what they've been doing this entire time. It's killed their ratings. Disney Plus is pretty much a dead platform. And it gets worse. But if you are a follower of me and you know that I'm a big comic book fan from way back, I'm very, very up on all the classic Marvel Comics lore and everything. You'll know that they're having major problems over there, too. Comic shops are closing left and right, and things are just a complete disaster in that arena because they have just put talentless hacks on those as well. And so Marvel's hurting all the way around. Disney's hurting all the way around. They've pushed this woke agenda way too far into everything. We remember Echo last year where we had a lady who had never acted before, literally just pulled out of an Amazon warehouse because she happened to fit the check boxes. Native American, deaf. Oh, you've got a peg leg too? That's an extra. And and just a show that a lot of people just were like, this is kind of stupid. And they're just doing this. They're still going in the same direction, and it's costing jobs, it's costing people. Now, I reported last week or a couple weeks ago that Marvel Studios actually had some layoffs going on, and this is in LA and their New York departments. And now they have a job posting up, which is very, very weird, and it gives us some weird information that I don't know. You'll have to tell me if I'm reading too much into this, but it seems very strange to me. Now, I'm John Delarose. If you're new to the channel or if you've been a long-time subscriber, welcome. I have a newsletter, and I don't use it all that much. I basically send out a weekly reminder that I'm there, but I'm trying to write a little more on my blog for you guys. But what I like to do is I've got my own books and everything, and this is a great way to know what's coming out of mine and all that. I give out 3 deals on my newsletter, 3 books. And this is a steampunk adventure, a sci-fi book. I need to update this probably for one of my new series because it's pretty old. And then Flying Sparks, which is my superhero deal. If you love old Marvel comics, you're probably going to love Flying Sparks. Now, the first volume's a slow burn. It really picks up after that, but you can kind of get involved there. And then grab the rest of the series if you want to just check things out. Just sign up for my newsletter, and I'll put that link in the description below, along with a bunch of other ways to support the channel. Really appreciate you guys for coming in hard and being there. So let's look at this job location, job posting from Marvel after all their layoffs. New York, Marvel Studios posted May 20th, that's yesterday. Publishing Operations Analyst is a supporting role within the Publishing Strategic Planning Group. Alongside the manager, publishing, finance, and operations, this position will help maintain key budgeting processes for Marvel's print publishing business. This role will also be responsible for coordinating the weekly print run process, coordinating sales, distribution, ops, and manufacturing to relay final print quantities and obtain necessary approvals. Moreover, the role will be the go-to source for all ad hoc print modeling and analysis. Now, don't tune out. I know it's a little slow, but we're going to get to why this is interesting. Build and maintain publishing forecast, title roll-up, initiate new project memo, manage the weekly print run process, regularly review and update cost information, including manufacturing, assemble and distribute monthly reporting package, including the top-selling titles, margin analysis, etc., prepare analysis and roll-ups for all corporate finance budget, support ad hoc P&L and reporting needs across print publishing. Now, the reason this is really interesting is not that this is just a publisher job and a editorial job for a comic book company. The reason this is interesting is it's not Marvel Comics, it's Marvel Studios. So it looks to me like Marvel Comics has screwed the pooch so badly that they are possibly being folded into Marvel Studios as a whole, and they're cutting the division of the comics because it is such a disastrous performer. Otherwise, why would they have this in here? Why would they label this like this? It's no secret that comics have been in a major, major problem over the last several years. It used to be that there were like 3,000, 5,000 stores that were comic book stores. There's a lot labeled that these days, but most of them sell toys or other products or games, and they might carry some comics for some people who pre-order them and the like. But at this point, retailers are telling me there's only about 500 stores left that are true comic book stores that are carrying comics and actually have a broad selection of them. With such a decline in the market and with sales declining across the board, we had a bad 2023. Even the mainstream shills over at Comics Beat are starting to say it's actually true. Even people like Chip Zdarsky, who's writing Marvel's major event right now, which nobody's reading, is saying that there are problems with the comic book industry. The people aren't buying, and so it makes sense to then fold positions and lay off a division. And so that's what I see coming right here. This is wild because I always thought that DC Comics was going to close first. We have Zaslav and Warner Brothers looking over DC's shoulder, and we thought, you know what? They probably will be the ones to go out of business before Marvel does. Marvel's got Disney as a giant crazy thing, and they've got the MCU. Marvel's sales are better than DC's generally. But look at this. This is wild. It looks like they're done for. It looks like once this job is filled, this is going to be a Marvel Studios position from now on, and comics are going to be a secondary market to the films and the movies. This is interesting. So it might actually change the whole publishing dynamic and change everything to where they're just promotional projects for the films and movies. Interesting. I don't know who else is going to report on this. This is really, really wild stuff right here. And of course, I appreciate my source who gave me this. So thank you for that. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to grab my newsletter, grab a free book, and check out my comic universe, which is going to continue as long as I still breathe. Have a good day, everybody.